Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Gonna be continuing with the coloring and then the background eventually, as I should really continue to practice doing exteriors. Okay, so first thing is I'm staring at this cap. I'm really deciding if I want to do something about the incredibly round shape of it. I think we're just gonna leave it for this one. Maybe for future ones, I'll take a better note onto what cats look like in general for baseball teams, but for now, we're just gonna leave it. Okay, so what do we have? Clothing creases, pretty much how I want them, and then I need. Okay, so let us do some work on the hair. I think I'll be working primarily with the hair, the eyes, and well, just the head area in general. For most of today. Make sure everything's like actually filled in. The pen I'm using right now is like extremely fit. I should probably switch over to the G pen for coloring, shouldn't I? It's probably just smarter overall. Okay, so once again, the light is hitting from the front to the right. So coming down from the front, we're gonna do quite a lot of work to do the actual lighting portion, and that's definitely not something I'm good at because, let's be frank, I started doing art when it came to the VTuber boom, and I have not had much practice with just regular lighting or exterior and interior practices. So um hum 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 Why isn't just like a little bit on the end here in the wand? Hum hum hum. Like at this point, I'm like slowly waiting for my uploads for those short tutorials to catch up on TikTok. You know, there's also part of me not fully being sure what to do with them because I'm kind of doing them like per day. So it ends up being this gigantic rush sometimes to get them out. It does take a little while to edit down the videos, even though they're less than a minute long. Still keeping a steady stream of non-live content going through the channel because that's what you need these days. To grow a channel. That is the wrong thing. I need this color. Not transparent. Make sure everything's filled in once again, because it's not fully filled in. You know, on a note of content, there were people looking to start a Minecraft server, another modded Minecraft server. So I did put down my name as maybe interested. See if that comes to fruition. We might be doing Minecraft on the channel again. And I think after Pokemon, that's realistically the most successful thing I've ever done on the channel because it's Minecraft. Oh geez, I got hiccups. Alright, where's my water? That's a big gulp of water. And breaths, deep breaths. Okay, hopefully that's not too noisy in going through the stream. I should probably just do both of these parts at the same time, right? I can. That doesn't look horrible. We don't have the top parts of the head essentially as okay, maybe I should use a different color for this. This is like a very pink color I'm using. Let me just take this and then darken it. We'll use this over this part. Okay, that just comes out gray when I have a multiply layer on. Still feel like I need to review the way I do here. I mean, it doesn't look terrible anymore. At least I don't feel like it looks terrible 90% of the time I'm doing hair. I feel like I should still review how I do it and maybe look at a different style at some point, see if it just vibes more with me. Because when it comes down to it, that's how I basically judge everything. Does it vibe? Does it feel okay? Hum. I'm gonna need like a secondary shadow over this anyway, so I'm not gonna go too hard on the actually I'm gonna do a shadow now. We're gonna deselect all of that. Then what we need to do is select all of the hair. It should be like that. Then we go hair shadow. We're gonna use this color as the main. Then we need to go basically over the top. Then we want the light to be hitting like primarily here. Um, Feels like too much. Well, either way, for now, let's go ahead and make sure these back pieces have a second layer of color. Maybe I should just do the whole thing with the pink color. Maybe in the strands here as well. Make sure it's all darkened out. Then everything else needs to have the more gradual gradients. Going across. Here, a lot of this wouldn't be affected by it, because the light's still coming from the front side. You might have like a bit right at the top here. You might have a bit of shadow underneath the cap, but then can we have some hair highlight? Put a bit of light across there. Actually, how prominent are her eyes? I mean, her brows are usually drawn on top of her hair, but I think, just based on how I usually do my own drawings, I'm not going to do that. Is that about the clothing directional shadow? Yeah. Let me just... Go like that. Make sure the whole of the face is selected for now, and we're gonna go skin shade. So the most important part is the chin coming around the bottom. The hair, the bit underneath the hat. Might actually do the hat shadow like separately, but Hmm. I need a separate for that. Nick Shadow. Where is it a bit darker? Okay, I should probably like do something with the highlights at this point. Hmm. Hmm. Can I cut off this line without doing too much damage? Kinda can. Hmm. Can I cut off this line without doing too much damage? Hmm. I think that works. Okay, hmm. Hum, hum, hum. Hum, hum, hum. A bit more formed than that, I think. Um, okay, so go like this over the top of the eyes. About as well as we can. Hum, hum, hum. Hmm. Alright, turn that down. Doesn't need to be quite as strong. Let me just take this color again down here. Where's my skin shade? Gonna do a shade shadow. Hello. How you doing? Let's turn this and this off. Then we're just gonna highlight the head again. Okay, so the light is hitting from there, so we're gonna have a better shadow. Actually, let's just do how I usually do this. We're gonna light this whole thing up, and then the light is gonna be hitting right here. Have a little bit more shadow up top. Have a tiny bit on the sides here, as the body, as it curves around the face, and as the light hits the jawbone as well here. So you have like a bit more here, and then we put the neck shadow and skin shadow in with that. That looks really dark. Turn it down a bit just to define the face a bit better. Then we're gonna take just this, make this a bit redder and a little bit lighter, and we're going to add in. Where am I? Yeah. Here we're gonna add in the blush. Turn it down a little bit. Okay, so the face looks pretty defined now at this stage, comparatively. I'm gonna try a little bit of refraction here. Skin or face. We're gonna use an not glue dodge, with the skin color, and we're gonna put like a little tiny bit, like right about on the cheek here. Put this below the blush below, and just turn it down a bit. Alright, where's clothing shadow? Clothing shadow. No, that's creases. Directional shadow. Using this color, we're gonna just paint in the neck completely because the neck is completely covered. Alright, let me just take this color for a moment. Give me this color. And then I need to paint this in. A little bit right there. I'll not have color there, hold on. Let me just paper, where's my paper? If I make this some wild ass color. Oh, there's no color there, that explains a lot. Okay. Here we need the white of the shirt. Directional shadow as well. Okay. Shouldn't there? I think I need a bit more. Right along here. Should be a good old shadow right on that sleeve. Oh, there's no color there. That's hilarious. Okay, let me just make my paper some really wild color that I'm not using. What am I not using here? We're just gonna make the paper like this really aggressive blue color, just so I can see any holes I have. Oh my god, that's a really aggressive blue. Anything else I should know about? Right here. Actually, that part of the mummy neck was supposed to be... Oh, it's supposed to be white. I know the eyes, I don't have like space for detail the eyes, so we'll just ignore that part. Amazing how once you don't have the paper interfere, you can see all the bits that I've missed. It's actually a nicely shaped baseball glove. I'm actually very proud of that. Oh geez, there's a lot of little gaps here. That's like the one spot where the gap is actually supposed to exist. Anything else I should know about? Oh, those are just bits that the shading itself missed. Okay, I think that'll be good enough at least to work with. This blue is killing my eyes, so let's just turn it back to gray. Go and just spin this out a little bit. Wanted to find with this muscle, this part of the hand, and oh yeah, it's not to draw the pattern or lining onto the actual baseball. It's just a white ass ball right now. Let me just shoot. Wait. Okay. I think that looks somewhat fine at this point. Let's also do it with this hand. Then we'll go joint blush. Take just give me this color. That'll work. And we want to on the joints very lightly kind of put in this little pinky kind of, let's make this a bit more red. Let's make this a little bit more red and not click the one button on my pen that changes the color. On the joints, let's add this little bit of red tint. I've been told that this is supposed to make it look a little bit more feminine. And so that is what we shall do. Let's add a little bit of red to the joints, or the bone joints. Well, not too aggressive. The elbow there has a very sharp shape, even though that's also below fabric. So, but that kind of fabric's supposed to also stick to you. Feel like I need to get rid of this crease in particular. Because I'm also going to need to have the actual shape. I'm going to take this general blue color because we need to we do need to define her breasts a little bit here. As much as, once again, she's not particularly big. But this will have some level of shape defining here. And it's not going to be as extreme. I'm going to increase the shadow down here and increase the shadow here. I'm going to put a little bit of a shadow here. And put a bit more of a crease shadow here. I'm going to add a little bit onto the side here as it rolls over the body. I'm going to put a little bit onto here. Okay, then if I turn this and this off, I should be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give me that little bit. Oh, whatever, I guess that's fine actually. Then we want to add in a head shadow, which goes pretty much based on the lighting in this general area. Because the light is hitting from the front, so it has to be literally the chin jutting out and the head coming off the side that will actually create the shadow. There's actually not going to be as much shadow because we're hitting the shadow from the front. Okay, I think I am going to have to try and merge the Mamineko logo down. Because I need the shading to affect it. How do I do that? What's the best way to do that? Okay, let me just copy this, turn that off for a moment, and then plant it down here. Then we are going to take these two things and we're going to merge these. Then we're going to go up to the lines. And we're going to just cut out all the lines that don't need to be there anymore. Not like that. And not like that. Okay, well, what up? We're gonna select all of this. Does that? Okay, good. Then we're gonna go up to here. We're gonna get rid of everything in these. Not like that. Okay. How about we just do this? Maybe that will make it. That will behave. And then we want to merge this down. So this should also now be affected by the I mean, not much of it was affected to begin with, so, I guess that's fine. Okay, so, we'll work with this undershirt, the arms a little bit. There's not really much to do with them. They kind of already have everything they need. Unless you put a little bit of extra reflective light on them. I mean, I've increased the directional shadows output, which is currently turned down a little bit. Okay, let's do up here. The shape of this thing is so that it will be what? Like this. Maybe turn it down a bit. Actually, I can maybe do something to this. Hold up. Is there a very simple cross-stitch kind of look to give this hat like a kind of what woven together fabric kind of feel? Because that's what they generally are, right? I mean, I've used something like this before, right? I had that hatching on the shoes. The shoes on my personal model that you never see because I don't put my model up that far. No, not snake rope, white cross line, clothing, off-pin actually the rectangles might work here. I might just make them very small and make it kind of thin. Just kind of amusing how much I've actually come to like using the good old screen tones now that I kind of actually understand how to use them. I was using like these things. Because if I put this into here, okay, is there like an actual square one that is just lines? Or do I have to use the cross-hatching one? But there was a cross-hatching one, right? Oh, no, was it? Where was it? Dumpling border, offhand rectangle. Because if we shrink this down a lot, and then we shrink this down like a whole ton. Decrease the amount you can see it. And then also, how do I rasterize this? Pasteurization, no, tuna, no, not this. How do I rasterize this? Do I just sort of display decrease, texture combine? Like that. And then it actually kind of looks like it's got some material on it. Even though it's also very black. Just go... Okay, the rectangles are too big. But something like that, where you can barely see it, it just gives the hat a little bit of fabric. For the fact that I made it this round thing, and it's not the batting helmet, so it can't be sleek and shiny. So that's also a unfortunate thing. Do I have the... I need to turn this down more now. I just wanted to be like this barely noticeable thing that's in there. Kind of like that. Also, for intended purposes, we're going to go like this. I'm going to tilt it a little bit so that's more... And the weave itself is more in line with everything else. Okay. So now we're going to give the Y a bit of color here. Hat logo shade. Just over this part. Basically, all it needs is to abide by the rules of this while also having a bit of shade, which is basically light sitting from about here, and it won't quite... It'll peter off a little bit as it gets around the bottom. Let's just use a darker blue here to really define this. And we'll turn this down a bit so it's still got the gleam. Also, on this part, we are going to add the hat's logo refract a little bit, where we're going to take this color and we're going to use an add layer with some watercolor to just give us a little bit extra gleam. Okay, do I need to glow it? Oh my god. That's really glowing. Let's turn that down a bit so the gleam isn't quite as aggressive. Like that, maybe. Okay, that's a bit too little. Let's just go maybe a bit like that. So it gleams a little bit. Was my head shadow too aggressive like looking at it now? No, the blush is mixing in with the head shadow. That's kind of why it looks a bit weird. Okay, now then. Going to take this color up here. We're going to increase the shadow over this part. Going to give this a little bit of extra shape right around the buttocks, as people would like to say. Going to add a little bit of extra depth into here. Let's turn this down a fair amount. Maybe about like that. In the end, it's white clothing, so we can't really do that much to it overall. Okay, let's mess with the glove a little bit. Actually, wait. Let us do something about this single part of the cap here. What was it? The lip. I think it's called lip. I don't think it was called beak. Going to just go ahead and take this color. We're going to just go over the sides of it and the underside a little bit. And we're also going to add a refraction here, but these things are a little bit shiny. Or they reflect a little bit of light. Where we'll just take this color and we're going to very lightly put onto here, turn it down a bit. Maybe put it across here a little bit more. I think I need like a actual respectable cap shadow that is actually going to be a bit gray. That goes underneath here. The actual proper shadow. I mean, the light's still hitting from the front, so we don't want to like have it come down too far. Okay, let's mess with this glove. I have not really messed with this glove because that's a little bit of an interesting shape to begin with. Okay, so the most important part of this is that the there's some shape to each of the finger parts. This is basically about how much understanding of baseball I actually have, or baseball gloves in general. So the actual shape needs to abide by something like that. Where is my color? Oh my god, there's so many layers. Like that, and then here I will also, where's my glove? Because everything's litter, so it needs to like a bit of a hard shape. That's not right. Here's me filling everything in after the fact. Okay, and then on this, once again, I'm actually going to use the cross-hatching here. To give the actual woven part of the glove a tiny little bit of texture. And it's still something you should only be able to see when you get nice and up close to it. That looks dumb as hell. Okay, let's get rid of that. Actually, wait, hold up. I didn't look at that with the glove shading. That looks dumb as hell. Alright, let's get rid of that. Okay, I like just a little bit more red. I think I like that better. Yeah, I like that better. Alright, okay, eyes are at least out of line now. What happened to my refraction here? It's not very distinct to begin with. Okay, the bit that I always hate, the shoes. Alright, let's go. Let's go with the shoes. What do I need to do to the shoes? Okay, let's see. So we need a little bit of a shadow like right into here. We need a bit, probably a bit more of a shadow into here. You know, this is where the light's hitting, so that's not really a problem. Don't even need this part here. Here. Require a darker shadow. We're just going to go ahead and go. Because of the pant leg here, we need a shadow coming down the side here. We need a shadow that goes along the inside of this. And we need a shadow that goes underneath the laces a little bit. Then we're going to add a little bit of refraction here, where we're going to take the green here and apply it a bit to here. Gonna turn that down. The shiny part of the shoe. Man, the coloring job over here was kind of shitty. Okay, then we want a daylight overlay over this. So we kind of want a warm orange, which will probably be about here. Although I need like a super saturated orange. Although I need a yellow actually. A heavily saturated yellow. Alright, well, regardless, okay, so into here, home plate, or not home plate, pitcher's plate, pitcher's mound. Which, because we have a perspective, we're going to draw them with the perspective ruler. Hold up. This isn't snapping, is it? Okay, we're going to do some alterations to this based on perspective, but I'm going to just let that curve around a bit more. What? Okay, so the actual plate itself, what shape is the plate? Baseball pitcher's mound. I just need an image of it, and I just want to see what shape it is. Is it a square? It's a line. It's a line. It's a horizontal line, sure. I think. Why is everyone just showing me pictures of people standing on top of a pitching and not the actual pitcher's mound? I asked for the pitcher's mound, not pictures. Okay, so horizontal line, sure. So we're going to just go. We're going to make it look like it's dug a little into the ground by just kinda not using a straight line here, but using a straight line here. You can't even see that side of the line. The side's just gonna have the dirt coming up to it. Actually, we'll even go like this. We're gonna go down a little bit into the ground, but not by that much. And let's make this uneven. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back to where's Pinterest. Since I ended up taking the full back shot of this image. So this will be right at the front. Then we'll have first base. This needs to be in line with the what do you call it? Perspective line, somewhat. So let us go horizon line, please. And then we're gonna have first base. In the distance. We want it to look aggressively flat. It's because we want it to be pointing into the perspective, the vanishing point. Then from here I need to sure not that. Don't snap and give me a black line. Okay, I'm gonna use that to be our first base. So this part of the mount is actually flat, so we're going to go ahead and give it a little bit of extra thickness here. Then given the angle we're at, we need... I guess we're just gonna do the straight lines here. I think that will actually be fine. So we're gonna take this area and we're going to go 1, 2. Then you actually have a little bit coming off here. I still don't actually know what this is for, but you have a little bit coming off here that goes out here and then curves back in. There's this little box area, and that's where a white line will be. And then, unfortunately, because we don't really have the correct shape here, we're just going to go ahead with lines that aren't lined up. We're just going to go 1 and 2, and this is going towards second base, let's say. Now let's angle that a bit more aggressively. Let's say 1, 2, that's going towards second base. We'll have one more cut of the background against the horizon line right about here, let's say, just before it hits the horizon line. Actually, I feel like all this needs to move down a bit. It doesn't really matter that first space isn't really pointing at the vanishing point. The thing's not actually supposed to be square, so that's fine. Have one more cut here on the horizon line. Before it gets to the stands. Hum, hum, hum. Okay. Alright, so then we have the barrier that comes before the stands. Actually, it's... yeah, this would be where the, this perspective, because that's where first base is. You'll never have the pit there. So we're gonna need, like... I think we're gonna do a bit more of a, standard industrial look here. Where we... You know what? One single slab of concrete, maybe with some very minor, like, lines in there. to kind of show that there's separations, but not very well defined. And then the stands. Don't really know what I want to do with the stands. I don't want to do with that many little blobs of people. And that doesn't really affect the perspective quite as tightly if it's going to be humanoid figures. It's not objects. Alright, so first up, color. So we've got the picture's mounted like this kind of weird orangey dirt color. Okay. Then you have the actual mound. Is the diamond actually just lawn? I've always thought it was like a bit... Oh, okay, so... Okay, so back here is supposed to be all dirt, but the inner part of the actual diamond does not have to be green. Oh, well, actually, it's usually green. Okay, sure. Sure. That means we want a green. We want 2 dirt here. Do we want like a darker dirt? Then we want the dirt into here. Then we want a kind of greeny, lawny kind of color. I guess maybe something like this will do. Then we want a kind of industrial gray, a lighter kind of gray. For the barrier. Okay, the fact you can see first space is a problem. There's no one there. As much as baseball is a game where you want to ideally turn it into a game of 1v9 of the pitcher against the opposing team. Alright, well, either way. Yeah, why can I not just grab this? Oh, is this part of this? Sure. Okay, do I have something that will make it look a little grassy? Sand patches. Why is there flames and clouds and not grass? Oh, there's trees. Cool. These are actually like... Oh, there's crowds of people. Can I just crowds of people up in the back? Will that work? Okay, there's no grass. These are actual backgrounds, not like textures. Rough paper, drawing paper. Noise, kimono, mortar, cotton. Sand is a little closer, but not what I really want. Actually, is it? Because I want a lawn kind of feel, right? So honestly, using sand, and then, what do you call it? Telling it to rough texture, fine texture. I just kind of want like a little bit of a messy kind of feel to it, but I don't think sand is the right thing here. I mean, maybe more if I take this and put the sand on there. Where's the sand? Yeah, I can do that. That works. But that's the dirt part. In fact, I'm confident enough in it that I'm going to stick it on here as well. Don't really know how to get this like kind of lawn feel to it. Maybe a bit like that. That said water, but it actually kind of had the right feel to it, surprisingly. Give it a little bit of a dirty look. Concrete that's been out exposed to the sun and the rain a little bit. Kind of works. Obviously, we'll have our own shadow hitting it. Actually, no, we won't. It's actually going to be hit by the light directly because we've got the light coming in from the front. And the wall is still this white thing. Okay, should probably do something about that. I completely forgot about the ball again. Not like I really know what to do with it. Hum. Hum. Hmm. Hum. Hum. I think I need a different overlay. I'll use a screen. Um. Mm, hum. Um. Eh. uh. Mm, hum. Um. Hum. Ugh. Hmm. Um. Okay, gonna add in a gradient over these two parts. Look at a little bit of a shadow gradient as it gets away from the camera. Hmm. Hmm. Um. Okay, this is a part that I'm up to where I realize I don't really have the knowledge of how to actually do the lighting. I don't know how to really get the lighting down in a nice way. Like the colors are coming together, but just don't really understand how to get the lighting and the shadows all in the way I wanted to. Probably gonna like watch a whole bunch of videos on lighting again, and then not end up practicing them whenever I go back to doing all of the stuff that don't include interiors or exteriors of any kind and just sit in the void. Like, that's kind of the problem with having done a lot of the VTuber stuff, is they sit in the void and don't require much lighting knowledge. Like, doing character portraits and stuff, it's kind of always like that. Unless you're drawing them in a scene, you don't need to know anything about lighting. All my light coming from the sky. Do I need to increase the lights in some spots? Just feel like... Okay, I'm gonna see what happens if I just straight up replace some of my colors with a less saturated version of the same color. I feel like I need to keep this very aggressively colored though. Um, Alright, well, frankly, I'm not too sure to do all this at this point. I just can't get the lighting the way I wanted to, and I still need to fill in the background, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. So, going to instead do something about this ball. Alright, so how does this thing work? Let's have a look at this. Okay, I think I can actually just do it like this. So we're going to use a black pen to go... Not snapping. And then... above this, actually no. No, this has to be basically part of color lines. Hold on. Baseball lines. These are like a little bit of a washed out red. And then you just go, apparently... Hmm. Oh, it doesn't look terrible. Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch a bunch of videos again on how to do dynamic and ambient light. Well, mostly ambient lighting. Because I don't use it often enough and I end up forgetting all of it every time I go to have to use it again. But I think I'll probably put this piece into the great box of many things that I may finish one day, or I might just leave it and just be like, okay, this is, you know what, this is good enough. Could go either way. Depends on how much I want to actually try and figure out the lighting. Because that is the bit that I am least happy with right now. It's a okay piece in terms of just the color, the way the colors work. It's just, I try to do lighting and it's just not there. Don't know if I need to be more aggressive with my directional light. Because my directional light isn't like all the way up right now, and it's not the darkest color in the world either. Because I don't like coming in from the front, which is Should probably add a little bit more shading to the face. And I might need to do some more to the hair to kind of... Actually, not really to the hair, is it? I'll figure it out at some point. Alright, so anyways, I'll leave this here for today. Maybe it'll be something different, maybe it won't be next time. Even though, honestly, for this piece, there isn't that much more to work on. It's mostly either I figure out the lighting or I don't, and then I either fill in the crowd, because these supposed to be based perspective-wise, this will be where the stands are in the stadium. So filling in a crowd seems like an incredibly tedious bit of work, depending on how detailed I want to go with it. It's 100% going to be blurred, so that's not really a problem. Because realistically, what's going to happen is that I'm going to use a blur over the things that goes further to the back. So this will be blurred a lot, this will be blurred a bit, and then this might be blurred a little bit. I can actually kind of show what it might look like here. So like, say we take this and we actually just... Oh, I can't blur this. Hold on, let me just... What is a no folder? Can I blur the folder? I can't. Can I just... Okay, can I blur raster layers, but... Okay, well, I need to merge it down before I blur it, because otherwise it'll look really weird. Yeah, I'll see if I can figure this out. The piece on its own is actually fine if I don't actually end up finishing the other parts, or if I want to put it in the back and just put it as a piece that I can practice later at some point and it exists already when I want to actually sit down and dedicate some time to learning lighting. That would be the other choice. Just leave it until I want to actually try and work on it and learn it properly. Alright, so anyways, thank you very much for watching today's stream. If you enjoyed what you saw today, and you want to see more, whether it's going to be this or something else, it might end up being live 2D stuff if I don't have anything in particular to work on, because no one's done any baseball streams recently, so there's less material to work with. Remember to subscribe for that, leave a like because it helps me out, and I shall see you all next time.